Summary of Daf Kuf Beis of Torah Ohr. This is the beginning of Hisafis, the extra Maimarim added at the end of Torah Ohr. It's on the pasuk in Vayechi that Yaakov says to Yosef that I've given you an extra portion beyond what your other brothers received, that I took from the hands of the Amorites, with my sword and my bow, or as Onkelos translates it, with my prayer and pleading. So what's the idea of this extra portion, and where did Yaakov take it? Take it from the Amori. We don't find any battle between Yaakov and the Amori, and Mefarshim give different answers, but we're going to look at it from a deeper perspective. So the Shevatim, it says about the Shevatim, Shechem Shvatim, there the Shevatim, the tribes went up. Whereas with Yosef, it says Yosef Hurad Mitzrayim, that Yosef was brought down to Egypt. So the Maim explains that when we'll get back to this later, but first a preface that when a person praises a certain quality of someone else, so that reveals the quality, and this applies both to other people and also to Hashem. When we speak about a quality, reveals it. And so now so the Shvatim going up represents the Shvatim revealing and trying to ascend to a certain quality, a certain midah of Hashem, because Hashem is really above all qualities, but to bring out a certain quality. And Yosef going down represents bringing that quality down into the world. Next paragraph. Now, the idea of an extra portion that Yosef received is Shechem also means a shoulder, and the shoulder represents when what you throw over your shoulder, what's undesirable, what you do, but without really being excited about it. And what we want is that with Hashem, that Hashem enlivens everything, but it could be either that it's with inner desire, or that it's just by the way, but not that important. Through our Torah mitzvahs, we make ourselves and the world important to Hashem, that it's not the shoulder, but it becomes instead echad, one. And the same with us, that our desire is just straight to Hashem, as one, rather than just as a shoulder, rather than just superficial. Now, Shchem and Yosef, they carried the garment to cover their father Noach over their shoulders, and they represent the parts of the clipper, the parts of the nations that can be refined, whereas Schem represents the part that can't be refined. And therefore, when Moshiach comes, Shchem and Yosef will become one, will become Safa Bura to serve Hashem, Lavdei Shechem echad. They'll be the purified, in purified language, to serve Hashem as one, whereas Schem will be removed because that's the part of unholiness that can't be refined. Now, there are two sources of two causes for Klippa developing its own identity and its own energy. It is through overindulgence in physical pleasures and through arrogance. Both of them lead Klippa to gain too much energy and strength. And what we need is a double-sided sword, like it says in Tehillim, Kuf Mem Tes, when we say in Pesukei Zimra, Cherev Hafis, a double-sided sword to cut them off. How do we develop this double-sided sword to cut off overindulgence and arrogance? So this is we'll discuss how the neck has three parts, three important connections. It has the air pipe, the food pipe, and the veins. So the air pipe brings the air down into the torso. The veins bring blood up from the heart into the brain. And then the food pipe goes both ways, in the sense that it both energizes the heart, and then it turns into blood and energizes and strengthens the brain. So Pare, it represents the neck, is the same letters as the neck, and his three ministers, the butler, the baker, and the executioner, according to Onkelos' translation. So they represent these three things: the air pipe, the food pipe, and the veins. And we have these three things both on the sides of unholiness and holiness. So in unholiness, we've got the baker is speaking with excitement, and the air pipe bring negative ideas from mind to heart, and then the veins passion in a negative way. But we have to instead use this on the side of holiness. So with the 3 ways of Torah, which is bringing holy ideas from mind to heart, and then with davening with passion. Not just to have the ideas in our heart, but be passionate, and that is that's the veins, and then speech, which includes both. And instead of foolish speech that doesn't really matter, holy speech. And when we have all those 3, so then we get rid of the clipper getting its extra energy, and get rid of the pare and the ministers inside our own neck, inside our own link between our mind and our heart. To be continued tomorrow.